I have a feeling that by the end of this evening, I'm going to be blamed for everything that's ever happened.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, why not?
Was Donald Trump sexist? That was the headline this morning on the front page of Politico. You can't say anything to her. Apparently, it's like the old days in the White House when the staffers had standing orders. If you walked down the hall and the first lady was coming at you in the opposite direction, you were to avert your gaze from her because she didn't want to be bothered. Today's poll question is brought to you by Casper Mattress, the single perfect mattress that's changing the industry. Try it for 100 nights risk-free. Go to Casper.com and use code Howie for $50 towards the purchase of your mattress. Terms and conditions apply. Casper.com. Steve, what is the poll question? What are the results thus far?
Should Donald Trump have brought up Bill Clinton's transgressions during the debate?
No, I think he made the right call not to.
Looks like it swung in your direction. 56% say no.
Okay. That's could go either way. I'm sure that he was instructed by Kellyanne Conway and maybe Steve Bannon as well. Just let the sleeping dogs, so to speak, lie. And Clinton is certainly a dog. Besides which, there's enough sleazy stuff that she's done. You don't have to go to Bill Clinton.
And she had a focus group zinger prepared to come at him if he did bring it up.
Yeah.
She might have even gone straight to camera, tearful. It was a difficult time in our marriage.
Yes. We're deeply in love, I saw somebody today on the internet was referring to Bill as Hillary's husband. Put it in quotation marks. I think I may steal that at some point very shortly.
That's an apt use
column.
of the scare quotes.
Yes, exactly. All right, so here's the fact-checking was going on. The fact-checking is only for Republicans. It's one of those double standards in the media. So let's start out with, did Donald Trump support the Iraq war in 2003 or not? We know Hillary did because she voted for it. The roll call vote in the Senate, she can't deny it. But, of course, she was a victim of the evil George Bush. And, of course, Colin Powell, too, who's now her best friend when she wants to blame somebody for her email private server. But, in those days, he misled her. Okay, cut number 14.
Donald supported the invasion of Iraq.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
wrong.
Proved over and over again.
Wrong.
He actually advocated for the actions we took in Libya and urged that Gaddafi be taken out after actually doing some business with him one time.
Okay, so now Lester Holt. By the way, there was another subject that begged for a follow-up question from Lester Holt. You made sport of the overflow of Muammar Gaddafi, Madam Secretary. You said we saw, he died. Now it's a failed state. It's a launching pad for ISIS. Migrants are trying to cross the Mediterranean to get into Europe. It's a total disaster. Are you still happy with leading from behind? That was going to be your signature achievement, but not a word of it. Anyway, but instead Lester Holt decides to fact check Trump on the Iraq war. Cut 15.
Because she, frankly, I think the best person in her campaign is mainstream media.
My question is, since you
would you like to hear?
Why is your
against the war.
judgment?
Wait a minute. I was against the war in Iraq, just so you put it out.
The record shows otherwise.
The record
but why
does not show that.
Why is your judgment
The record shows that I'm right.
And here he is with an interview with Neil Cavuto in 2003. You be the judge. You fact check.
Well, I'm starting to think that people are much more focused now on the economy. They're getting a little bit tired of, hearing we're going in, we're not going in. Whatever happened to the days of Douglas MacArthur? He'd go and attack. He wouldn't talk. We have to, it's sort of like either do it or don't do it.
You're saying the leash on this is getting kind of short here, that the president has got to do something, presumably sooner rather than later, and stringing this along could ultimately hurt us.
Well, he's either got to do something or not do something. Yeah. Perhaps, because perhaps he shouldn't be doing it yet. And perhaps we should be waiting for the United Nations. He's under a lot of pressure. I think he's doing a very good job, but of course, if you look at the polls, a lot of people are getting a little tired. I think the Iraqi situation is a problem, and I think the economy is a much bigger problem.
Doesn't sound to me like he's a war hawk. like Hillary Clinton was. Didn't she speak on the floor of the Senate about this, about how we had to go in there? I know her husband was talking about the need to go in and deal with Saddam Hussein's weapons of mass destruction. 1-844-500-4242. That is the toll-free number of the Howie Carr Show. We're going to be right back. We're going to have a guest on, but everybody hang on. We'll get to your calls in just a moment. We got plenty of time to take calls. We've got a lot of cuts to play from the debate. It was a very entertaining evening, and we'll be discussing it for the balance of the afternoon. I'm Howie Carr.